We're on our way to France. Let's do this.
Shut up and sit down.
Bonjour, everybody, and that's about the limit of my French today because I don't want to butcher the French language. What we have here today is what is called an R.I.L. It's not to be confused with the commando version, which is the R.I.L.C. Essentially, it is an individual freeze-dried ration that takes the place of an RCIR. Now there is one like Steve has done. It comes in a green olive drab bag, which is called the R.I.L.C, which is an individual freeze-dried ration for commandos. Now just to clarify some of the differences, the R.I.L is all freeze-dried. It needs to be prepared. It is not ready to eat, and it is about 3,400 calories. Now if you got the regular RCIR, that is about 3,500 calories, but you can just eat it right then, no preparation. And the R.I.L.C, which is the commando version, is about 3,100 calories. And each one of these rations is designed for 24 hours. And this bag is held together or shut with just some sellotape or some scotch tape. I don't even believe there's a heat seal to this bag. Well, maybe just the smallest one. Nope, it's all tape. It's all scotch tape that seals this thing. So let's grab our little knife real quick. Slice through all that tape. Let's take a look at all of the innards. Okay, this is fruit muesli. Okay, this is a Norwegian dry tech field meal, and this is, it says poultry pasta, probably chicken, but who knows, it could be turkey, but it's most likely chicken. An MX3 Adventure, first time I've had one of these, and down there this says this one is shepherd's pie. An orange isotonic drink. Of course, we have the jam, looks like plum. Water purification tablets. Peach and apricot energy bar. Oh, we have a can of cheese. Have some mackerel. A peach isotonic drink. 2 cups of coffee. Some curry soup. All right, I'm outstanding. Some hot chocolate. These are like energy shots. Some little things that you can get. This is date flavor, and this one's fig. That will be a first for me too. Have some campaign crackers. Then the campaign biscuits. Each one of these boxes has a packet of savory and a packet of sweet biscuits. It's the standard chocolate bar that you get in most of your French rations. And this says it's a Quinoa Cafe or coffee bar. See all the little coffee beans on the back for energy. And then I got another thing of water purification tablets. So we are loaded there. And lastly, a package of tissues for wiping whatever you need to wipe. And again, you can see the expiration date on the bag. Of course, if you look at this stuff, it lasts way longer. So just use this as like a logistics or restocking number, as opposed to the expiry of the ration. Well, let's get some breakfast made up. Okay, the biggest thing to do with breakfast is to add 100 ml of water, which is just a little under 3.5 ounces of water. Can be hot or cold, depending on how much time that you have before you need to move out. And our coffee. Okay, the muesli, it has some wheat flakes, oat flakes, has sunflower seeds, raspberry, apple, and a little bit of strawberries with some skim milk and a little bit of sugar added in there. Now, just so I don't tear myself up like last time, I'll just use this little vessel, and we'll add in our 100 ml of water. We'll try to get in here and give it a little bit of a mix. See, all that water is right down on the bottom. Try to get into these corners. Okay, it looks like it's coming. And you can see it's a little bit thick. So if you want yours a little looser, just add a dash more water. And when you're happy, just kind of try to seal it up. We'll use our trusty binder clip to help keep that heat in there, and we'll wait for 5 minutes. And then we'll just use one of these coffees. And let's get everything else on the tray while we're waiting. Again, we have our Fig Energy Shot, cereal biscuits. And ordinarily in the RCIR, you would get a significantly larger package. See, there's slightly different colors, the savory and the sweet. And then the Quinoa Coffee Bar. I was expecting it to be brown, but doesn't really smell like coffee. But I guess that's part of the fun of doing this. And we're going to hang on to our plum jelly, because we're going to be using that with our muesli. And then our tinned cheese. Man, here we go. Oh, that smells pretty good. Okay, then the muesli, it's still nice and toasty. Take off the binder clip. See, it looks like it has reconstituted nicely. Get it all out. I can see the little pieces of raspberry already. All the fruit is down here on the bottom. You see the little oats. A little bit of dry stuff in here, but not too much. This is very, very thick, so I will enjoy this, but I would say for the average person, if you like your oatmeal loose, you are going to probably need about 150 ml of water. Let's give that a try. Nice and thick, just the way I like it. The apple really comes through. I just get a little hint of the strawberry. But this is a major thing that they use to place on this. Let me just knead it real quick. We'll rip this off. Let's get it all over there. Then you can get a little bit of sweetness with the sugars and milks that are already in that muesli. Not to mention the fruits. Yeah, that just takes it way to another level. Just nice and sweet, really hearty. This would really wake you up and get you moving. You'd have the oatmeal or the muesli that sticks to your ribs, and all of these sugars to give you that energy boost that you need to get yourself up and moving. Let's try some of our savory biscuits with our cheese. Oh, okay. And the cheese, it's relatively soft. It's not like most other people's rations where you have to take a knife to it to get into it. So it really is more of a fondue cheese. And the crackers are way different than most of the other rations. They're actually relatively smooth. They don't crack and break and aren't as crunchy as other ones. I mean, they just really kind of crumble apart into little granules while you're eating them. And the cheese itself, it's kind of sharp. I don't know exactly what you would say. Yeah, you don't want to insult France, but it's not like a cheddar. It's not like anything like that. It's a nice processed cheese. Let's take a look at this Fig Energy Shot. Has a little tear notch right here. We'll squeeze some, well, maybe. Right into this spork. And it's a very thick paste. It's not very viscous at all. Let's give that a try. Almost looks like tubed Vegemite. It's that thick. It tastes like a softer innards of like a fig Newton. Well, of course, it's figs. That's exactly what it is. Nice and sweet, nice and pleasant. I like that. I think it's good. I think you could actually use this on your muesli as well. Tastes really good. Let's slide these crackers over. We'll look at this Quinoa Cafe Bar. This is really kind of odd. It has a really odd texture. When you first bite into it, it's got a lot of pull. It doesn't just want to give. It's got that loud snap. When you start chewing it, it kind of turns into a powder, and then as your saliva starts mixing in, it turns into a paste. And it's got the oddest flavor. It almost, to me, it almost tastes kind of like a woody licorice. I know that's going to just sound so weird. It says it might have some coffee in there. I might just get the slightest hint of it, but for some reason, like, eaten tree bark is what this would remind me of. If you went out and got a big mouth of tree bark, if that's your thing, you know, more power to you. But let's try our cereal biscuits. And these are just going to be a sweet version of the savory ones. And if you've ever had a graham cracker, it tastes exactly like that, or extremely similar. And it would probably work really good if you spread some of your fig energy stuff on here as well. Let's try our coffee. Still nice and hot. Good to go. And this was breakfast. Let's do lunch.